Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to this £1 million challenge. Now I want to talk about crude oil as everyone is excited about it. We are down 3.8% so far on the day and everyone is going to be talking about that. But before, let's just crack on and remind you about the strategy. We are currently trading on above and below the MA, on the 100 MA of course, and that's how it stands at the moment. Now with that being said, let's go to the chart and see what crude oil has done so far. Now let me break down crude oil quickly for you and why it has been quite a significant sell-off throughout today. Just open up the live chart so I can in fact answer some comments of yours, and then I can be also in that conversations. Right now, crude oil has been selling off pretty much from about 12 o'clock, call it. We then break below the MA. We then met some resistance around the MA and then we traded down since then. Now, the sell-off, it's simply because of the 1 hour chart and the main trend I was talking about yesterday. Now, if you see here, we broke above the MA, we traded a little bit above that, and then since we break below the MA yesterday, 15th, and then we have just consolidated down that downtrend, and we keep on downtrending. I don't know where it's going to be the support. Obviously, if you're looking into a larger timescales, i.e. the 1 day chart, then you can then potentially say the support could be around $66 per barrel, but that could be also, how to say it, that could be also not the right support, so to speak. But on the 1 hour chart, is the support stands to about $66 per barrel. Turk, let's see. Hi there, what time frame is this? This one is the 1 hour, no, that one is the 1 day candles. Just discussing why crude oil has been selling off today. And if you go to the hourly chart, you see it very simply. Since we broke below the MA yesterday, that was a huge signal for some swing traders to get into the short and continue short selling from there. And that's what was the significant sell off today. On the 1 minute chart, as you can see, 12 o'clock, we broke below the 100 MA, sold off a little bit. We met some support on our round numbers as usual, like what I'm preaching. It's a good profit call. We then bounce off to about 76.5, again another round number I'm preaching on, and since then we've been selling off. Unfortunately, I have not been able to open a position. It's purely because I wasn't around the charts at the point, and then I missed out on huge opportunity. What about you, Turk? Did you manage to get something off crude oil today? I hope you did, as it's been quite a significant sell-off without even touching any support. Yes, I did say yesterday that if we have to break below, it's gonna be a big sell-off, and I called it again. Yes, you're right. However, I didn't take advantage of it, and that is the shame. Really, that is a shame, but I hope everyone else who watched those videos has been able to take advantage of that. Now, leave crude oil alone. Let's see what natural gas has to offer us. We've got the report coming up in about 20 minutes or so, so we'll be looking to see. In my personal opinion, the report should be positive because we are now into the winter seasons. The demand is higher for natural gas, and so that report should be really positive. We then will be looking to break above the MA and hopefully continue uptrending, testing the previous resistance of about 3.25, call it. So that's where we stand with natural gas at the moment. And as you can see, the market has been selling off slightly today, and that has affected natural gas. But just be mindful on the report, never trade before the report, always after that, so then you can potentially take advantage to the maximum you can. Now, I am really gutted about crude oil. What should I say? Huge sell-off. I called it yesterday, like you said, Turk, I did, but I missed out on it. Well, one of them things, right? It does happens every now and then, but that is only a good signal to myself that my strategy works and I will be sticking to it until I hit that £1 million. Now, with this in mind, I'll be looking if we can meet some support around 73.5. We then bounce off that support and then continue uptrending or continue downtrending, breaking that support. We do find support right here at the moment, but that may change as the time goes by and we break below and of course see from there. Now, I want to show you also some good think about the chart and also the volume. Now, as you can see, prior to the sell-off, of course, there was a little volume. It wasn't that huge volume. So I'm, in fact, at the moment trying to figure out when that volume comes about and also trade when there is a higher volume on the market, so to speak, as that gives you a better liquidity out there. A lot of traders, and so if there is a permanent trend on the market, then you'll be able to take advantage of that because the volume is quite high and there is going to be a lot of people selling or buying, depending on the trend of the day. Now, moving back to crude oil, no, that's natural gas. Yeah. Moving back to natural gas, we are just about to test that resistance, the MA, as it stands at the moment. So just be mindful of that. If we break above, I'll be entering into a long position as long that is not before the report, because like I said earlier, a minute ago, I don't really like trading just before the report because I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, no one really does. So I'll be always mindful when it comes to reports as such, because that can bring a lot of volatility and also can gap up above or below your stop loss, and then you can find yourself in an uncharted territory. So be careful with that on report days. Now, crude oil is keep on selling off, so to speak. We are just about to touch 4% down on the day. Mind-blowing, and I missed it. I know I did, but hey ho, I hope any one of you has taken advantage of that today, and if you have, make sure you shout out in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for it, because that was a great opportunity. Now back to natural gas and see if we can break above that MA and see if we can uptrend from there. We have found the support right here, and then we're just testing the MA now. Now, when it breaks above the MA, that could be a good candle, because in the market at the moment, I think there is going to be a lot of short sellers, and if we had to break above the MA, then obviously it's going to be a short squeeze, and then we'll be looking to make some good gains straight away. So just be careful when you're entering a trade, purely because at the moment it's 3:15 and the report is going to be up in 15 minutes. So be mindful of that. Yes. Well done, M. That is good result. That's what we like to see. Was that the crude oil sell-off yesterday? Because I did manage also to make some profit out of it, but I'm glad of you. Did you manage to also sell some off right here with the rest? I've missed out on that opportunity, like I said earlier, but hey ho, it's one of them things. I may have a shout out about it, but then whenever it comes, I may be not on the screen this time. And if you miss it, you miss it. Nothing you can do about that, really. And then opportunities, they come and go. I mean, opportunities, I mean, edges on the market as, yeah, that's good. Crude oil, well done, M. Well done. Yes, that is good. Did you make over £100? I'm eager to find out. Right, now we're looking closely at natural gas, because obviously, like I said and repeatedly said it already, we missed out on the sell-off of crude oil, and I don't see it to come to the MA anywhere near the MA sometime soon. So we keep on looking at natural gas and trade that report coming shortly. So yeah, just be careful not to enter a position before that report, because we don't know what's going to happen after the report. Right, you're just meeting some resistance at the moment on natural gas. And we've got 15 minutes to go before the report as well. Right. Are we breaking above the MA or just testing it, so to speak? Let's see if anything is to happen. Currently, crude oil is trying to find some support as well. But like I said, we don't know where that is going to be. Most likely on a round number, as I'm preaching every day. And could that be $74 per barrel? It could be, but it also can be $73 per barrel, where that's going to take crude oil to minus about 4.5 to 5% on the day. And then all those short sellers should take profit at some point. So that is going to be the short quiz of the day. So just be careful when you trade crude oil. Be mindful of that. Let's see what natural gas is doing. Yeah, we couldn't break that MA as it stands at the moment. Maybe in, for a bounce of it. But I'm looking for a break off rather than bounce off the MAs, as I found it to be more profitable. Because if you are to trade those bounce off the MAs, then you'll find a lot of supports right here. And then you'll be ending up in the red. But hey ho, that's the market. As you can see, it's keep on going down. I don't know what's going to happen, as no one really does. So we're just trading in an every now moment. I'm not looking to prejudge every situation. I'm simply taking every edge that confirms my definition of edge. Simple as that, really. And as it stands at the moment, my edge is the MA. Simple. I don't really want to risk anything on any other strategies, because I know it's my edge, and over a large sample there's going to be more winners than losers. So I'm sticking to that. So let's see if you can break that round number. 3.150. It's a round number, yes. And you can see the support stands to about 3.150. M-dots, I earned a short early today at 75.8. Let's see, 75.8. 5.8. 5.8. So somewhere here, but got stopped out of 76.5. 76.5. Right, so it probably entered around 8 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? Was it in the morning, around 8 o'clock? So that I can tell you how I'm avoiding that kind of situations. Now, if it was around 8 o'clock, then what I'm looking for nowadays as well is not only the pattern of the chart, but also the volume, because that is another significant part. Because if there is not enough traders, then obviously whatever you perceive as an opportunity may never happen, because there won't be enough traders here. 8 o'clock, that's what I thought right here on the false sell-off. Now, as you can see, the volume was quite low compared to what we had right here. As you can see, the volume has increased, and that when it comes to morning trading, that's what I'm avoiding at the moment as well, because in the morning we'll find a lower volume of people trading, and then it's just easier for large traders to control the trend. But when there is a many traders, so to speak, then it's more difficult to control the trend, and then it's purely driven by those traders. So yeah, that's why I didn't trade in the morning as well, but that is also the prime reason I missed out on the short sell, because I was like, oh, it's okay, I can see what is going on, but then all of a sudden huge sell off and I was not short selling. Shame, but hey ho, one of them things. Just looking for the next opportunity to arise and then see from there. Right, back to natural gas. Yeah, so we are about the round number of 3.150 for a contract. So that's where we are at the moment, and I think everyone is really anticipating that coming report for natural gas. Like I said earlier in the live trading session, I believe that's going to be a positive report because it's a winter's month, and of course that, and so the report should be really. I'm just sharing my opinion, but that doesn't really mean anything to the market, so just be careful. But yeah, back to M-Dots and your trade earlier. I can see very obviously you got stopped out. Am I strategy I'm preaching, or are you sticking to something else? Let me know in the comments. I'm happy to see what your strategy is, really. Right, if I'm to call the low of the day on natural gas, and that's my personal opinion, you don't have to take it, but I think we are at the moment. Let me just grab the eclipse and then I'll show you. Ellipse, there you go, right here. Now as you can see, that was the lowest of and so that's where we're finding ourselves at the moment. And if you look on the 1 hour candle chart, then you see what I'm talking about. Right here, we're approaching the MA. We may be in for a bounce. That's what I'm thinking about at the moment. But again, we don't really know until that report. Did have, yeah, a nice candle on the support. So yeah, when you entering a trade, making sure that the trend is your friend. You will be less likely to lose when you entering in a, let's say, uptrending market and you entering in a long position. Very easy to detect when you open up the 1 hour chart and then see what is the trend, where the trend is going. Because if the market is up on a 1 hour chart, then most likely there's going to be always more buyers than sellers. It's purely because the trend is your friend. Same thing for crude oil as well. I want to show you M-Dot as well, why there was a huge sell-off earlier. That is purely because yesterday we broke below the 100 MA on our 1 hour chart, and we did sell off the whole day today. That's where we stand at the moment. That was the huge sell-off. But again, with the moment meeting some support at $74 per barrel. Back to a minute chart. Let's see. Yeah, we just breaking above the $74 per barrel. And here it may happen something unique. It may be a short squeeze as well, because there is currently so many short sellers in the market based on the short sell right here, on the sell-off, so to speak. So if we are to continue breaking, making higher highs, then those short sellers will be looking to liquidate their positions and so push the price higher and higher and higher. So that is the short squeeze. Now back to natural gas, as we are about to test that MA, and let's see if I can call out the bottom of the day on natural gas, because if I do, that's another good call out. What should I say? Where did you learn how to trade crude oil? Was it all from personal experience? Yes, unfortunately, no one has told me how to trade. I've been looking at few people, but they haven't really shared too much, unfortunately. Most of them just explaining indicators and then tell you how to enter, how to close a position, but nothing more than that, really. It always comes down to personal experience and also to that how to put it, to probably my personal growth, because I'm constantly trying to learn something new, trying something different until anything works, and then just stick to that. But significantly, I'll tell you, 2 books have changed my trading forever. Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader. I have listened and I wish I wrote those books, but no, I've listened to them and I've also read them. Very helpful. They are by Mark Douglas. So he's my mentor, so to speak. He is preaching on psychology of trading, not on how you should go and trade or what is an indicator or anything like that, because ultimately comes down to your own decisions. When you trade, you're always going to be against yourself, because what you think and what you do are 2 different things. So you have to be always mindful of what you think while we trade and how you control your fears trading. So those 2 books, make sure you got them. They'll be very helpful for you. It's pretty much just the psychology of trading and how that can help you. Now, I'm also working on a course for that psychology, how I can break it down into more digestible pieces and then pass it on to you guys. But I'm still early stages of that, as I'm currently working on that, really. But yeah, Mark Douglas, the best person you can actually go and learn from. So make sure you get these books. Right, back to natural gas, and we're breaking badly. We are breaking badly. Right, I think that is prior to the report. 40. Let's go with 20,000 contracts, and then see how's that gonna play. Really. Natural gas has found support of $74 per barrel. I called it, but let's see if that's gonna be the low of the day, or we'll continue selling off from there. Just quickly go to crude oil. Yeah, I have found the bottom of the day. Right, so we are above the MA. We got 1 minute to the report, but like I said, I am expecting a positive report, really. With that being said, let me prep myself for a little position. 40,000 contracts. And let's see what the report. Let's go. Natural gas. Then after the report, I'll just wrap up and then carry on with the day, really, until tomorrow when I'm back live. Tomorrow is Friday. How sad is that? Friday. Last day of live streaming for the week. But hey ho, I'll break down also the futures, what they have been doing for the past 5 days, and then how we can profit going into next week of trading as well. Right. Ooh, wow. Not very positive, is it? That is a huge sell-off. See? That's why I never trade those reports. Always trade after, but never before. So look at that, baby. Woo! That would have been painful with 40,000 contracts. Yeah. Would have been a couple of grand down so far. Right. Are we gonna meet some support here? Oh, we continue downtrending. Really. Not very positive report, guys. You see, you should never listen. I wasn't right on that occasion. Now, maybe in for a huge sell-off. Let's see where we find ourselves on the 1 hour chart. Right, so yeah, we broke below the MA. Let's see if we can consolidate that and then continue downtrending from there. That will be interesting one to monitor closely today. And see. But I do believe our biggest support is at the round number of $3 per contract. Yeah, that's where we stand at the moment, and that was the previous big support as well. So be mindful if you are to enter into a short sell, because we may reverse at $3 per contract as it stands. Right, crude oil is making some grounds on the bounce of the support. So that's where we find ourselves at the moment. Right, I want to wrap up for today. It's been a fantastic trading day today. I haven't been able, like I said, to open or close any positions, but I hope I have really helped you to break down the market, the volatility today, and why crude oil is 4% down. I mean, so to speak, at the moment it's 3.5, but it may go up, it may go down. But yeah, the reason why is because we broke below the 100 MA on the 1 hour chart. Now I want to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this live trading session. Remember, each and every day I'm trading live futures, crude oil and natural gas, so make sure you join me every day. Thank you for joining me and have a fantastic trading day.